Harper Audio presents The Astor Orphan, a memoir by Alexandra Aldrich, read by Tavia Gilbert. Prologue. The Declaration of Independence was signed by, among others, our ancestor Robert Livingston. I lectured my younger cousin Maggie as we crunched through the snow on our way to the pond. It was mid-December. "You forgot about the tea." Maggie yawned. "I didn't forget. That isn't what I'm discussing. But I can tell you about the tea if you'd like." "I already know." I was 10 and used instruction of various kinds to assert my authority over my younger cousins, Maggie, 6, and Diana, 5, as frequently as I could. I was determined that they shouldn't grow up to treat me with the same disdain with which they treated my father, but it seemed the damage had been done. Maggie eyed me slyly. "Who bought you that new down vest?" "Grandma did." "Grandma says your daddy can't get a job." "That's not true. He fixes things, plows and mows the fields. He's poor. That's why Grandma buys you clothes." I had no answer. Our skates, tied together so we could carry them on our shoulders, went clickety-clack as they swayed with the rhythm of our walking. We used second-hand figure skates that Grandma Claire picked up at church rummage sales. They were, therefore, only our approximate sizes. Too big won't matter, because you wear layers of socks anyway, and you'll grow into them soon enough. Mom was with us, her red two-piece snowsuit swishing as she strode along. Mom came to life in the dead of winter. Her Polish cheeks grew rosy, and her breath grew strong with the exertion of hiking through snow or skiing cross-country. She seemed to be back in her native element, the wintry Carpathian paradise where she'd grown up. Mom skated onto the ice first. With her snow shovel, she rode along the surface, pushing aside the light, fluffy snow. She started a counterclockwise path from the center, creating an ever-widening spiral. We three hobbled, trying to get our balance. Diana could only take halting steps, couldn't yet push and glide. Maggie was a bit more adept. She pushed and glided, lost momentum, then pushed again, gliding a few feet before she stopped. The ice was bumpy and mostly black, with some white swirls where the air had been caught, so we seemed to be floating above the Milky Way. Suddenly, Diana started hollering and pointing at the ice in front of her. "It's the devil! Ah!" Accustomed as we were to Diana's tantrums, none of us felt any alarm. But when I skated over to her, I saw two faces frozen in the ice. Dad's goats were staring up at us with expressions of what was either panicked terror or ecstatic delight. Their toothy, open mouths could have been calling out either, "Save us from the black abyss," or, "Oh, wow, the universe is so vast and miraculous." The rectangular irises of their eyes were popped wide, and their front hooves rose as if they were reaching for a hand up. "So that's where they went," said Mom stoically. "Don't tell your father." "I want to go home," Diana whimpered. None of us wanted to continue skating. It didn't seem right to skate over the faces of these creatures that seemed still to be alive, their eyes and mouths wide open. So we walked back up the hill to Grandma Claire's house. The crisp snow held our skates in balance, and when we came to the driveway, we had to bend our ankles and walk on the outer edges of our feet. Mom helped Maggie and Diana unlace their skates on Grandma Claire's front stoop. "Back so soon?" Grandma Claire poked her head out the storm door. "There are devils in the ice," Diana informed Grandma Claire. Grandma Claire laughed. "Devils, really?" "She means the dead goats, Grandma."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?